I've taken the big dungeon and just made it into like a little bedside table drawer.
I love it. Have any of the ladies met your new significant other?
No, I actually just told Shannon for the first time yesterday. So, I was just, we're just checking in on each other. How's it going? She was talking about John, and I was just like, well.
That's great.
So yeah, no, we're like we're like at a 1 month point now. So it's that feeling of like, okay, we can start bringing this outside the house, but kind of just in time for lockdown, right? So maybe we'll just have to.
Definitely, seriously. Out of all the women, who has been like the most supportive of you through everything? Obviously, we see in this upcoming episode, I think that you and Nicole kind of go out, or you and Jennifer go at it a little bit, right? Or am I right? Yes, you and Jennifer.
Yeah. You're like, which blonde? No, just kidding.
I know. Like, I think last week it was Nicole, this week Jennifer.
Yeah. Get used to it. It just keeps rolling out, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like you're asking who the most supportive, or
or the most supportive, or who kind of surprised you the most and kind of really helping you out through these hard times.
Shannon, hands down. There's no chance in the world that I came into this thinking that Shannon storms the door and I would A, have anything in common, or B, like just bond like we did. It was like it was straight out the gate with her, where it's just like, oh my goodness, you've got like, she's just got this mushy, gushy, juicy, yummy heart, and she just wants to put it on a platter and just, her friends are her everything, and we're very similar in that sense. And then we had so much in common with the holistic and with we have very similar hearts. So that was something that I just instantly, was attracted to and just latched onto, and it's never wavered. So that's the shock of the year, but the best surprise ever.
Seriously. Was it hard to hear the women kind of question your marriage and your relationship and kind of, talk about what was going on, not to your face?
That was rough. That was definitely, that's the part of the show that a lot of people say, like, sometimes maybe you just don't want to watch. It's like, oh gosh, I don't want to see this. Like, it makes me feel gross. So, I think the hardest part of last night's episode was watching Gina say to Heather, after I'd given her a heads up, like, just be careful there. That Gina took from that I was jealous of Heather's lifestyle. That felt really icky to hear, because it's like, it's my lifestyle too. There's nothing that Heather has that I want. I'm just giving you a heads up, like, as a friend, because I really genuinely want you to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are interested in real friendships. And I'm sensing something here. My spidey senses are tingling otherwise, so just heads up. But I get it. We're all getting to know each other. If I met me for the first time, I would be just as confused and just as like, what is up with this hot mess? So we all have to, and I get it. So I did try my best to put one-on-one time with majority of the ladies, and have them ask me every single question and answer every single thing until it's completely answered, just because my situation was so confusing. And I wanted them to understand that I was coming from a good place and that I was a safe person to like have their children around.
Right, totally. Did you feel like Heather and Jennifer weren't really there for, or weren't really interested in genuine friendships? Because I know you said, kind of Jennifer was a little thirsty as well. So you felt like they weren't there for the genuine friendships.
Yeah, I mean, I had some track history with Jennifer before, which gave me cause to just be a little, arm's length, more social friend, but I kind of already, we had a track record. I knew that she had said and done some things that didn't really sit well with me. And when I'm in such a vulnerable and open state of mind as I was right when my husband had just left, I didn't trust myself around people who were maybe not there with the best intentions. And then sadly with Heather, it's I saw some things and heard some things pretty straight out of the gate with this experience that I was that I shouldn't have seen, and I wish I hadn't seen, because she was somebody that I really looked up to. And it wasn't really until it was being used against me you know, that I really had to stand up for myself.
Yeah.
But you'll have to see it all play out. But that was sad. That was really sad. Like the whole process of like, come on. Like, I just so want to believe in this. Let's just be friends. Let's just be fine. Like, I'm going through hell right now. I don't want to fight over nonsense, but I'm not going to be called a liar. Yeah. I'm not going to be, you know, my character brought into question when in my private life, I am fighting for that so desperately. Sure. I wish there could have been like a healthy medium where it didn't have to be all or nothing and scorched earth if you know, you don't think I'm perfect, but but it comes down to someone versus me. I choose me. So, and it makes for very entertaining TV for y'all. So.
It does. I'm excited to see it play out. And then, I mean, is the sex dungeon still intact?
Sex dungeon is still intact. It's mostly where my gay friends come over to do selfies. It's getting a little dusty down there. But I have gotten some of my favorite toys have migrated upstairs to my bedside table. So, and I have been asked about the toys. So I'm definitely I think I've got to do a really clever social media post at some point of just how I've taken the big dungeon and just made it into like a little bedside table drawer.
I love it.